portal as well, and Maryland with 5 transfers on their roster. Opening tip in this 2022-23 campaign is underway. Patriots with the ball first in the starting lineup for George Mason. Taylor Jamison leads the way, the junior guard who last year attempted 249 field goals and made 92.
Yeah, she's really like that on the ball. The thing that I love about Jamison's game, she's a 3-level scorer for her size, though. She's not that big, but she can get it going.
Sonia Smith kicks it out for Lawhorn. The 3 ball will not go. And Maryland in transition. Sonia Smith making her George Mason debut. Abby Meyers for Maryland. Slows the pace. Pins on. Starters for Maryland. Diamond Miller, Lavender Briggs, Abby Meyers, Aliza Pinzon, and Faith Masonas. Mid-range jumper off the back of the iron. He's an all-Big Ten team. High expectations. Driving the lane, and the shot will not go for Tamia Lawhorn, and back come the Terrapins up 2-0 early here at EagleBank Arena. Kicked out for Meyers. Meyers looking for the 3, and it's good.
She had some injuries earlier on in the season and be able to bounce back and still make Big Ten on second team.
Ephraim had the look underneath to Doster, but Maryland read that nicely in a little transition. Maryland basketball. Gia Cook to send it in for Abby Meyers. Meyers on the dribble, and the corrals the rebound. Jamison, a player not shy about the 3 ball as well. She was 38 for 121 a year ago for 31% from beyond the arc. That would be a big for the Patriots here. Here's Jamison driving the lane and score! Jamison to the baseline. Floater will not go. Rebound Lavender Briggs from Provo, Utah. Cross-court pass. Aliza Pinzon. Pinzon circling to the top of the key and resets. Sends far side for Sellers.
And that's just a tough shot by Sellers right there. For you to take 2 dribbles towards the baseline and just raise up over your defender. George Mason is trying to make it tough for him on the defensive end of the floor, but just an even better shot.
Here's Suarez. Good look underneath and a defensive breakdown.
And I already talked about she had some injuries a season ago. And when speaking to Coach Freeze leading up to this game, she said that Diamond is in the best place physically, mentally, and emotionally as we see Sonia Smith.
Suarez underneath. Here's Doster, the layup. Too strong. And the rebound to Lavender Briggs. Into the front court, Miller. Pulls up for 3 and gets it for Maryland, and Sellers has a pair. Jamison leads the Patriots with 3 points, and 3 Patriots have 2 points so far here in the game.
What's worked really well for George Mason is 3 for 4 from the free throw line, 9 points on the board. That's your bread and butter. How can you continue to try to attack and get in the paint and try to draw some fouls?
And trying to get this lead back to single digits. Good look underneath, and Lawhorn took her time and gets it to go.
Locker room, so we'll keep you guys updated on that one.
Here's Briggs for Maryland, no good. And the putback from Princeton and former first-team All-Ivy League player a year ago.
And she also earned AP honorable mention for the All-American team. Abby Meyers, she's a baller.
To the corner, Ephraim. Now Lawhorn.
She's lights out.
Terps with the basketball. Terps on the A-10 journey in the early going. They'll play 3 of their first 4 games against foes from the A-10, including Fordham and Davidson coming up. Both those games are in College Park. From the corner, a 3-pointer. Aliza Pinzon for Maryland. Pulling up for the 3-pointer, no good. Rebound Briggs, that's too strong. Couple of misses here for the Terps. Kicked out for Chardon, and a 3-pointer. Just over the timeline, slowly by Pinzon. Patience here by Bri McDaniel. Played her high school basketball at Kenwood Academy, and a 3-pointer as
she cleared that chair.
Here's Briggs. Close quarters handoff, and Meyers for 3.
Basketball player to now a Division I basketball player.
Ephraim 1 of 2. 37-15 Maryland. Final 90 seconds of play here in the first half. Bri McDaniel shooting 46.7%. The Patriots for the game are at 18.5% for the floor.
And hopefully those are some things that they can clean up as far as that goes again. I'm not mad at the Patriots shot selection. Just got to get some to go down.
And now they're handling the basketball a bit better than they did earlier here in the second quarter. No turnovers.
Absolutely. They seem more settled in. They're running their offense, running some time off the clock. And then again, yeah, you got to have strong passes when you go up against a lengthy team like this. You can't have none of those lollipop passes that can easily be picked off. And we see right there, those are two good passes on the inside for Mason.
With the bounce, and Doster, the recipient, to make it 39-19. Mason down by 20.
Oh, that's just
jumper,
pure.
Lavender Briggs.
And that's a great shot. And when I was talking to Coach Freeze earlier today, she spoke so highly of Lavender Briggs to get him to go down. She says that Briggs is going to be a pro. She is a pro, from her body type to her demeanor to her confidence. And we see her coming off the curl again right here.
Doster, Briggs, Jamison.
She doesn't miss too many bunnies like that, so you have to capitalize when they do so.
Masonis unable to finish, but a takeaway here. Maryland has the numbers. 3-on-2 in transition. They put on the brakes, and Sellers will take the shot. The Patriots know they've got to stay within striking distance here in the early going and not let Maryland pull too much further away. And Jasmine.
Some handoff action right there, so kind of went a little too early on that one.
Good defense this time of the Patriots, but a good look. Binzon, the handoff, now kicks into the corner for three, and that is good for Abby Meyers.
I must say, watching Meyers play in person, I used to watch her for Princeton. She has one of the purest strokes that you're going to see. Her catch and shoot, right when it gets in her pocket, she's going to let it release and fly.
Meyers now 22 minutes of action, leads all scorers with 16 points. Jamison out for Ephraim. Suarez for three, and Paula Suarez from beyond the arc makes it 51-27 Maryland.
That's a great shot from her.
Three-pointer. Her career high is 8. She was 3 of 8 shooting with 3 rebounds against Duquesne last January 26th. Underneath, and Emma Stonis comes away with 2.
Mason, they had an opportunity right there to clean up on the boards right again. When a shot goes up, you can't watch the basketball or think you have your defender in check. You actually have to, put a body on somebody and push back on those rebounds, and they'll be able to secure them.
Good look under for Kasia. Off the glass of tonight's game.
Good hands.
Strong pass inside. Now the three-pointer is good. She goes 1 for 2.
She's focused, but what I love about her game so far, she hustles. She's getting after it. She's trying to get those extra possessions, kind of like a good type of player.
Oh, what a move by the inbound to Sellers. Smart move, sends it back out. Now Gia Cook driving, and the layup is good.
With the trainers to see where she can go from here for their next game.
And for Brenda Fries, approaching another milestone, she is 8 wins away from 600 in her career. She stands at 592.
And already the all-time winningest coach in Maryland history is Sonia Smith. That's a great pass and a great look by Sonia Smith. One thing I love about her game, head is always up trying to look for the next player. And that's a person that you don't leave open. She's going to make you pay.
Maryland leading by 30 in all but one of Maryland's games against George Mason have they failed to win by more than 28 points.
Well, hey, they might be on the verge of that tonight as we see another.
Schools of thought by head coaches and administrations. The layup here.
Ooh, great pass. Nice shovel pass down low.
And unable to finish Briggs. Maybe a little too close for her.
A little too open, right? She makes the tough shots.
Jamison. Smith is playing with 4 fouls for Mason. 4 players with 4 fouls, 2 on each team. Here in the final minutes of play in the fourth quarter. Ephraim for 3.
One go down is Mason has been struggling as a team from outside. Just their 3rd made three-pointer of the game. That's their 4th now. So 4 for 20 from deep.
McDaniel, Sellers, three-pointer.
Picks her hand in the cookie jar, whatever you want to call it.
Shot won't go for Mason. The Terrapins are at their scoring rate from last season where they scored 78.8 per game. 24 points, the Patriots 20 from in the high traffic area.
Yeah, that's awesome, and that's because George Mason has been in attack mode. Though their three-point shots have been falling, I can say they haven't been forcing the three. They've all been good looks, just like that one right there from Trey Kennedy, the transfer from Meyers College.
Kennedy for three. Second on the Marist team.
And see, something else that I want to point out that I've really enjoyed about this basketball game is when you play a game like I'm going to stay in man-to-man. She stuck to her man-to-man principles. A lot of teams would have went zone, like, nah, we're going to kind of back away from it. But that shows the type of coach she is and toughness as Rodriguez. I think she's going to be a problem.
Underneath, and that slips away from Rodriguez. Here comes Sellers for the Terrapins.
They're able to pick up the 88-51 victory in the season opener.
Well, Maryland jumped out to a quick 9-0 lead early in the first quarter.